In a world filled with fake takes and rage clickbaits comes a man from the realm of sand, full of youth and ready to tell the truth.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Good afternoon, everybody. Good morning, good evening to anybody who's listening, depending on where you're listening from and where you're coming from. Today, I have something that I want to clear out of my chest. Something that always used to bother me, always on my mind, showing how um, the Western liberalism is so hypocritical. Ever since the days I was um, the first days I entered into the internet discussions, spaces, and all that, back when I was on Twitter in 2016, when it was on in its heights, back in the Hillary, Trump, all these discussions about feminism, when the Me Too movement started. What I wanted to talk about is how these type of movements, it's not even a movement, to be honest. These type of things are always weaponized by the Western Hemisphere into subjugating their terms against other countries. For example, always talking about how feminism and how they're champions for human rights and women's rights and all that. What they do is they use Western countries coming to other countries demanding bullshit under the guise of human rights and freedom of women and all that, and tell you about all types of things that they need to implement or else. Stuff like championing LGBT, I apologize, the HDTV type of agenda, all the feminism type of laws that hinders any type of uh, male authority in a household, and a hope to destroy the nucleus family. And the worst thing is, it's kind of working in these type of communities. What's up, Go James? Thanks for showing up again. So what I'm trying to say is these type of laws are making its way into my society, the Arab society, and probably many other type of conservatively leaning, where morals are objective, not subjective. Here's the thing. When it comes to these feminism and liberalism and all that bullshit that these people be championing, hey, what's up, HM3? Is that my issue with it is that they constantly move the line into what they think is the new morals and what they should be empathetic for and understanding and act like they care about. Their morals change every single day. Their line of stuff that they're championing and all that bullshit constantly changes. When it comes to stuff like religion and all that, it's all set and done. But now, when you have people who act like liberals and free thinking and so empathetic, and we need to champion some communities that's so unheard, these people constantly change the narrative, change the line, change the all that. So, whenever the new line is that was said 5 minutes ago, now the line is changed, and now you need to apologize for what you used to believe in 5 minutes ago. When it used to be fine, and like 99% of the world believes in, now you gotta change your how you behave, change what you believe in, change what you consider to be a humane or what you consider to be uh human, like what human law is supposed to be. They change it all the time. And now, for example, these things have been used in all types of media. Political, for example, they used it as a guise to come in and bomb so many Middle Eastern countries and all that. under the guise of championing women's rights, and you need to champion them or else, because these women are subjugated under a patriarchal society that needs to be changed. So they bombed the hell out of these countries under those guys. Other thing is the movies industry. Now, ever since 2016, that shit went to shits. All the new movies, all the new shows, they have to have that strong female protagonist uh, arc of a character, which is boring as fuck, nobody cares about, and it has nothing to go for it because the character is perfect as she is. All she needs to do is shake off the shackles the society placed upon her, like Captain Marvel. Anybody remember how that movie sucked? Yeah, that movie is trash. The characters in it are so bland. All these type of characters in every single show, you have to have those characters, and it makes the entertainment industry so trash. Other one, the subject of tonight's episode is how it's turning the video game industry into the shits. And we have a smoking gun that happened in the last few days when it comes to the gaming industry. When it comes to the gaming industry, there's a company by the name of Sweet Baby Inc. Sweet Baby Inc. is a consultant firm that comes into your studio and tells you what you need to change and the themes of your video game so you make it more inclusive and make it more open to minorities and women and all that. And so in theory it's supposed to be a good thing, right? Well, it turns out these type of companies, what they do is they threaten studios into doing what they want you to do. What they do is they come in meeting with you and they say, okay, you will need to hire us for this amount of money, or else we will slander you, saying that you have sexism and bad patriarchal practices and all that bullshit and themes in your video games, and we will slander your image in hopes we tanking your studio image. It's basically the mafia model. You need to pay us to protect you, or else. So, in the past few days, a game that's called the Black Myth Wukong, it's a Chinese game. The developers have been in constant attack by shell media like IGN and all those uh, other media companies. They've been putting articles all the time about how this studio has sexism that they need to address. Look at this. How Black Myth Wukong developers' history of sexism is complicating its journey to the West. Oh man, indie developer Game Science global fame is forcing it to confront its own sexism. Man, we need to confront the sexism. This is bad. You need to do better. Well, one of the developers of the game actually came out and spilled the bean on what's going on actually. Here you go. Let me show you. What they showed is that, look at this. $7 million shakedown by SBI, Sweet Baby Inc. That's the acronym for this company. It's Sweet Baby Inc. And this is it, SBI. Black Myth gamer developer Game Science claims companies like Sweet Baby Inc. are asking the studio for $7 million in guidance fees to fix their games and studio image. So what they're saying is, give us $7 million in consultancy fees so we can put articles and go on about how your video game and how your studio is championing women's rights and championing LGBTHQ, all that acronyms they have now added. And they're asking $7 million for it. And if else, they will put articles out that you are the opposite of it. Look, the studio claims the attacks were made in order to extort the guidance fees, which they refused to pay. And here's the links to these articles that they've been putting out, sexism and all that. And the founder has came out and said they've been asking us to do this so they can extract money from us, so they can fix, quote unquote, our image in the West. Well, how can we believe this? It's just a social media post, right? Well, we actually have video evidence of them publicly stating these type of rules and these type of tactics in extorting money from developers so they do what they want. Let me show you. It's very, very out in the public. Here you go.
Baby Inc. proudly explains the method that she uses to force bosses at game studios to censor, alter, and diversify game projects she feels are problematic, terrify them, aka threaten them with the anger of the cancel culture mob.
Just to make some ground information, this is the CEO of that goddamn company that they wanted to extort $7 million from that Chinese company.
Okay, let's listen to what's said.
If you're a creative working in AAA, which I did for many, many years, put this stuff up to your higher ups. And if they don't see the value in what you're asking for when you ask for consultants, when you ask for research, go have a coffee with your marketing team and just terrify them with the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want.
Right. And so let me explain really what that terror is.
So, did you understand what she's trying to say? She's trying to say, hey, put the developer team under the threats that we're going to go to Twitter and all those spaces and claim that you're sexist, racist, isist, homophobes, istrophobes, whatever phobes and ists they got going on. This is their tactic. It's a mob mafia type of tactic. And it's all these consultancy model of businesses. They put into the space that you are this and this and this if you don't pay them. And to give you a background, back in 2016, when I was in these political spaces, debating, talking to other people, actually being in contact with some people in actual presidential election campaigns, people who actually worked in them, I had contacts with them, and they told me, they explained it. These type of consultancy is filled, is like a DC, Washington is filled with these types of consultancy. Why do you think the political campaigns come out and say we raised this amount of millions of dollars and there's nothing to show for it? All these fees, all these money, all these getting all these campaign donations, it all goes to these consultancy. It's a huge gravy train in DC and all those type of companies, consultancy companies that gives guidance, that gives all that bullshit. All it is just all it is in actuality is HR companies in actuality just giving you fluff pieces, giving you what you wanted to hear, preaching to the choir, preaching to themselves, and to what they think is the right thing to do, and then getting 6-7 figure fees out of this bullshit. It is what it is. This is the type of things that have been infesting all types of media, all types of spaces, that you need to support these things or else mafia mob mentality and all media, and we are here to suffer for it with shitty games, shitty shows, and shitty political affiliations and movements. So this is one of the things that I wanted to talk about. Like, look at another example of what these type of companies. These are the brilliant ideas that they come out with to champion the minorities and all that. Look at this. They have an actual race chart, a race chart that they need to check boxes from. Check this box, you're upper in the race chart and race all that. Look, sexual orientation, ethnicity, age. If you're a male, they give you a 0. If you're a white male. If you're a colored male, they give you more points. If you are from the LGHDTV, they give you more points. Ethnicity, more points. Look at this. It's a chart. I mean, how much? Hey, what's up, Bang? Hey, thanks for showing up. I mean, how racist. It's so stupid. And they so blind to the hypocrisy and the irony that they think they're championing anti-racist movements, and they make the most racist type of concept ever. Is making a goddamn chart rating you based on your race and your sexual ethnicity and age and all that. This is nothing's more racist than this type of idea. Look at this. Now they're gonna give you the characters and give you what they think, how many points you deserve just based on these type of things. I mean, what are we doing? And these are the things that the people that are controlling what type of media we're consuming. It's an infestation that rottens the mind, and it leads to bullshit like this. A fact. Oh man, have y'all not seen this? Now the Miss Alabama is this. This is the type of things that these type of movements and all that leads to. Watch this.
Woman from Atmore is living her dream, representing the state of Alabama in the National American Miss Program. WKRG News 5 Summer Pool introduces us to this inspiring young woman.
A crowning achievement, 8 years in the making. Sarah Milliken.
Guys, it's inspiring. You gotta be inspired. Now you have nothing to do. You can sit in your couch all day and you can be crowned a Miss Alabama.
Atmore has competed in the National American Miss Program since she was 15.
I competed once as a junior teen when I was 15, again as a teen when I was 16, and not placing, that was really, really hard.
Now at 23, the famous...
I mean, why should they place you? It was really, really hard. I mean, you have... Oh, man, I don't want to... They're going to take me off the air with what I'm saying, but here we go.
Saying rings true. Third time's a charm.
Just being able to come back 8 years later and say, okay, I didn't give up on this dream, and now, because I didn't give up on it, I get to be the next Miss Alabama. And
oh, man. Everybody needs to live their dream. Everybody needs to fulfill their dream, no matter if they deserve it or not, just because they believe it. That's the state of the world we live in. Hey, I believe I should be in the next Mr. Olympia type of competition, even though I'm 155, 5'7", and shaped like a pear. I deserve to be Mr. Olympia. And if you don't, you're an Islamophobe, you're a racist, and all that type of thing. Where's my championing? Why aren't you championing my right? Why aren't you championing my dream? I need to be a Mr. Olympia.
And wear this crown for a year.
The purpose of the National American Miss Program is to grow confidence and foster a positive self-image.
A woman from Atmore.
This program is to grow confidence and foster a positive self-image. Contestants range in age from 4 to 24. Milliken hopes...
God damn, look at that side profile. I mean, what? Look at this. Look at this. Oh, man.
This is a message to all girls and young women, not just those who can...
I mean, she has more curves in her side profile than Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Lopez or whatever her name, my bad.
Compete in pageants.
I hope that they learn that no matter what your body looks like, no matter where you come from, you can do anything that you set your mind to.
This is always, no matter what you are, you gotta believe and you can achieve your dreams. The world doesn't work that way. I swear to God, anybody in that beauty pageant, if you ask, look at them, anybody else, if you ask them, would you switch places with her? Like, would you switch bodies with her? She's the winner. So of course a winner would be envious to be in their spot. But if you ask them, would you switch bodies with her, nobody would say yes. Nobody. Anybody in the audience would have a chronic depression being in her place. I'm telling you that. But just because we are in this world where you gotta give anybody a participation trophy, everybody deserves to be a queen. Everybody deserves to be a beauty model. Everybody deserves to be all this and all that.
Barely scratches the surface of what this program has meant to her.
So this is the state of the world we're living in. Anybody who comes up to you talking about women's rights and all that bullshit, tell them they're full of shit. It's only used when it benefits Western countries. It's just a political tool, soft power tool to get whatever they want. That's about it. So, other things that I wanted to show you to whoever is on here. Have y'all seen this? Women will pay $112 to take a picture with Chris Brown, but won't expect to pay for dinner on a first date. This is the type of things that women spend their money on. They will take a picture with Chris Brown, but will expect you to pay for the dinner, pay for her eyelashes, pay for her wig, pay for all these things just to be in her presence on a date. But they will pay $1,200 for Chris Brown just to take a picture. Oh man, things are crazy out here. And look at this also. Where is it? Here you go. Just when you pull up with the Aventador, they pull up on you. Look at this.
Your car's beautiful.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You work in tech? Goddamn.
No.
What do you do?
How do you do? Man, I hate white American voice. This white woman voice, the American voice. Oh my God. Do you work in tech? This voice annoys the fuck out of me. Listen to it.
Because I work in tech, so.
Because I work in tech.
I'm retired, so.
Listen, just she heard him say he's retired. Look at the next question.
Married?
Ask him if he married. You know what she's on. You know what type of timing she's on. She's on that golden in time, man. All that Aventador, the house you live in, gone. The moment you step in the lion's den with those type of bitches. Man, be safe out there, man. Be safe out there. Women will, oh man, if you stare at them the wrong way, you're gone. If you say the wrong thing, you're gone. If you do all the steps right and marry them, even if you upset them the wrong way, even after marriage, you're gone. Half your shit and all your money is gone. We're screwed, man. Get your passports and get the fuck out of here and get something that's gonna last you a lifetime. There's a lot of things that I want to talk about regarding this subject, but I'm gonna save it to another stream right now. So I'm gonna catch y'all later. There's a lot of topics that can be explored with this type of bullshit, but I'm saving it when I have people out there that will share the panel with me and enter the discussion. So until then, peace.